Namaskar. Today we will talk about yamas of Ashtanga Yoga. There are 5 yamas in Ashtanga Yoga. And when we say yama is considered to be a god of death. We all try to stay away from death. So yamas are the things we should be staying away from, right? So some of the things we need to practice to stay away from. For example, we need to stay away from lie, we need to stay away from stealing, and so on and so forth. So the very first yama is ahimsa. What does ahimsa mean? It means non-violence in speech, action, and thoughts, not just to others, as well as to one own self. So let us take an example. A lot of people curse themselves. Oh, I have done something wrong, and they feel a lot of guilty about something which they have done in their past. This is their hinsa to self. So we need to avoid hinsas. The benefit of practicing ahimsa is that once a person is established in ahimsa, then the difference between enemy and friend disappears. So when tiger and a goat comes to the periphery of that particular person, tiger will not kill the goat. So that is what the power of ahimsa. Next comes satya. Satya means truthfulness. Truthfulness in speech, action, and thoughts, and to be always on path of truth. What does it mean? When you establish yourself in satya, then whatever you say will start manifesting. For example, if somebody is not well, and if you say, may he be cured, then he will be cured. Once you establish yourself in satya. Next is asteya. Asteya means non-stealing, right? It is practicing of non-stealing and not to take which does not belong to you. When we practice asteya, if something belongs to nature, we should not steal from nature to fulfill our desires. Whatever environment changes are going on, it is because we have stolen lot of things from our nature. So that is the result of stealing. But what we need to practice is asteya, which is non-stealing. So if we actually consume fruits, we should plant fruit trees. So that becomes asteya. What happens when you practice asteya? Then all the wealth will start following you. So that means once you establish yourself in asteya, the wealth will start following you. Next is brahmacharya. That means the path of Brahma. That means non-drainage of energy and becoming more conscious. So whatever you are doing, whatever actions you are doing, whatever thoughts are coming to your mind, if you are conscious about those things, it does not mean celibacy. It means you're conscious about your thoughts and action all the time. That is brahmacharya, right? And once you establish yourself in brahmacharya, then the enormous amount of energy comes to you and your willpower becomes unshakable. So whatever you decide, you will be able to do it. And the last one is aparigraha. Aparigraha means non-hoarding, right? So not to possess beyond what is needed, not to hoard things or emotions or feelings. Some examples include if you had a big position in the past and right now you have lost that position, so you should not be holding to that particular position. Or suppose you have committed something wrong in the past, you should not be holding that thing to you. Or suppose you have certain relationships and then you have moved on, so you should not be sticking to those things. So you should start moving on, and whatever wealth you have, you should not be sticking to that particular wealth, because that wealth come to you and it will pass on. So that is what aparigraha means. And once you establish yourself in aparigraha, memories of the past life will descend into you. And what does it mean if the memories of past life will descend into you? That means then you will realize by yourself that you are actually passing circles again and again. Whatever you have done in your past life, you are doing the same things in the current life, and you have done those things in all the previous lives. So you understand what is samsara, or the cyclical nature of ourselves, and you try to break free from that. So these are the five yamas what we have discussed in this session. Next session we will discuss about niyamas, and till then, thank you. Namaste.